Welcome back, brothers and sisters, to our next episode of Desire of Ages. So, just to recap, the last episode we looked at how the gospel that was given to the Jewish nation, to the Israelite nation, they changed, mixed it up with their traditions. They hoarded the living manna and corrupted it, and by doing this, they shut themselves up and became an offense, and they robbed God of His glory. So today we're reading from Desire of Ages 36, paragraph 2, is in chapter 3. We're coming to the end. So the people whom God had called to be the pillar and the ground of the truth had become representatives of Satan. They were doing the work that he desired them to do, taking a course to misrepresent the character of God and cause the world to look upon him as a tyrant. The very priests who ministered in the temple had lost sight of the significance of the service they performed. They had They had ceased to look beyond the symbol to the thing that it signified. In presenting the sacrificial offerings, they were as actors in a play. The ordinance which God himself had appointed were made the means of binding the mind and hardening the heart. God could no more for man through these channels. God could do no more for man through these channels. The whole system must be swept away. The deception of sin had reached its height. All the agencies of depraving the souls of men had been put in operation. The Son of God, looking upon the whole, beheld the suffering and misery. With pity he saw how man had become victims of satanic cruelty. He looked with compassion upon those who were being corrupted, murdered, and lost. They had chosen a ruler who chained them to his car of captives. Bewildered and deceived, they were moving on in gloomy procession towards eternal ruin, to death, in which is no hope of life, toward the night to which comes no morning. Satanic agencies were incorporated with men. The bodies of human beings made for the dwelling place of God had become the habitation of demons. The senses, the nerves, the passions, the organs of men were worked by supernatural agencies in the indulgence of the vilest lusts. The very stamp of demons was impressed upon the countenance of men. Human faces reflected the impression of legions of evil with which they were possessed. Such was the prospect upon the world's Redeemer. Such was the prospect upon which the world's Redeemers looked. What a spectacle for infinite purity to behold. Brothers and sisters, man had fallen at this stage.